This podcast is sponsored by Curly Ellie. Curly Ellie is amongst the kids' favourites within the hair care range. With its natural ingredients and zero toxins, this means it is eczema friendly whilst being vegan. You can find them in store at Whole Foods UK and also online at www.curlyellie.com, and you can find them on Instagram at Curly Ellie. Be sure to check them out.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Yours Sincerely podcast with me, Lauryn Goodman.
And me, Lisa Andrews.
Another episode.
I know, I love it.
Can you believe we're on season 2?
Season 2. What episode?
Oh, Lisa.
3.
Well, it's meant to be 3. Who knows?
3. Who knows with us? I don't know if people appreciate we do this. You do this all ourselves. You do this ourselves.
It's a joint effort.
I'm so not technical, am I?
I think you're getting better.
I am. I know how
I'm
to
not
run
technical.
downstairs and plug a camera in, don't I?
Just about.
Getting better.
Imagine, flashes up no battery in a minute.
Yeah. Well, what a stressful week.
It has been.
Oh my God, very stressful week.
You've probably seen me posting. You haven't really spoken about it yet on your social media, but you will be.
Yeah.
The CMS guys. I mean, we have spoken about your experience with, I don't even know if you spoke, actually, it might be a good time to speak about your story that you have about Oz.
With Layla's dad, yeah, because that's very relevant to the CMS, yeah.
Because what I basically found is, I mean, some people who can't read that struggle with things, as in, I'm being sarcastic, they can't not read for a reason, they're just choosing to be a bit trolly, should we call it that? And I put up a post regarding CMS, and it was saying, anyone who's had any issues, please let me know, because I've got to basically put it together in a document, all the issues that there are. And when I've got a meeting, and we'll get into that later, like what the Yours Sincerely pod hopefully plans to do. Yeah, basically, I put up a CMS post, and some people were going, you get enough money? Like, do you not think you get enough? And I'm thinking, what are you going on about?
Yeah, if they read what Lauryn and what we are trying to do is help. We're not trying to get Lauryn any more money. Like, we're done.
Also, the money I get wasn't for me.
No,
I think
exactly.
this goes over people's heads.
Completely over
I didn't get
people's
divorced
heads.
with him.
No.
Like, it was child maintenance for my children.
And I'm sure every mum agrees that you should get child maintenance. Like, whatever your scenario, children need to eat.
Well, I mean, obviously my kids are very privileged. We've discussed this before, and we don't knock them for that. And Kyle knows that I appreciate
I get
that side of it in terms of for the kids. But genuinely, everything is for the kids. So anyway, I'm not looking to get more money or anything like that. Genuinely, going through what I went through, it highlighted a few things to me within my own remit, within the Schedule 1 arena, and I thought, ooh, this isn't really fair, or this doesn't really make sense. And just a couple of examples for Schedule 1. I remember being in the courtroom, and I remember them saying that you can't get childcare if you want to go back to work. So you could have childcare for...
to sit at home.
Well, respite, a little bit of a break. You could have
Okay.
childcare, obviously, if you've got health conditions and that sort of thing. But on the whole, no, childcare wasn't really dished out that much for Schedule 1 cases. It was quite hard to get
Just so I'm clear, and maybe some of the viewers are clear, so you couldn't say, I want to go back to work 3 days a week and I'd like childcare.
Do you know what
so
they'd
that
say?
I can do that. What would they say?
Tell me what you think they'd say.
Well, I'd like to think they'd say, absolutely, off you go, Mrs. Goodman, fill your boots, but obviously not.
No, so what they actually said instead is, well, use the money you earn to pay for your childcare.
Is that not defeating the object?
So tell me this, but this isn't just with Schedule 1 either. This is in the CMS, and it's funny because it was not funny, but somebody put up a comment on my post, and it made sense, and it's this vicious cycle, right? Some people don't work so they can obviously get the benefits.
Right,
Not on purpose, as in they don't work, they then get the benefits.
So they get help.
Yeah, they get help. And then they get their child maintenance. And I think they get help with nursery, I think I'm told, and stuff like that. Then you get the people that work, but they're not paid enough for it to impact them. Do you know what I mean? So they're not paid enough to do better by working because they've got to pay the nursery and they don't get the benefits that a single mum would get if they didn't work. So there's that gap. And it doesn't cover the gap where you're not earning enough.
So it almost doesn't give you an incentive to get back to work, does it?
And some women want to get back to work.
Yeah, of course.
My barrister was saying that she doesn't agree with it. And even though it's the law in terms of Schedule 1, she was saying, you know, she was really passionate because she's barrister, she's been a single mum and then she had to get in childcare. But she was saying, how are women meant to have a house at the end of 20 years or a pension? Or do you know what I mean? To be able to then look after themselves when they've given their whole entire world and their whole entire years to their children.
Yeah. Absolutely. This might be going off track, but it might be relevant. Nigel stopped paying maintenance for Harley 1 week before his 16th birthday and just said, I'm done. I'm out.
It's not even until they're 16 either. It's meant to be.
That's what he done. The week before his 16th birthday, stopped paying the amount that he gave me,
Well, he didn't
gave
even
Harley.
give that much, in my opinion.
Oh, gosh, no. Like, it was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Moderate.
Well, I think it's way below moderate compared to what...
Very, like, yeah. Which is another conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, he stopped because Harley, I think we all know, is ADHD, blah, 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 and didn't stay in school. So because he didn't stay in full-time education,
get out of it.
Obviously he didn't want to eat. I mean, who decides that because your child doesn't get on at school?
I don't know if anyone got
my
my face.
point
I'm
is,
like, what do you mean he didn't want to eat?
My point is, he didn't stop eating and living and breathing because he couldn't get on at school. But Nigel stopped a week before his 16th birthday. Like, he must have been sitting there waiting at the calendar to just stop. And
surprised he knew his age.
You'd have
4
to.
days,
My son was born 4 days before his twins. So
otherwise, he probably wouldn't have.
No, otherwise he wouldn't have remembered.
The whole system, for me, the CMS, it fails in so many ways. It's actually catastrophic. And I think some people, obviously, have come on my Instagram and they go, but are you looking at it as a whole or are you just going at it from mums? Like, no, as a whole. Because apparently there are dads that commit suicide because the CMS pressure them for payments and all of this, and they try and give what they can. I know that you said some of your friends are...
Yeah, and some of my male friends, they've really had a tough time, and it does work both ways. I think sometimes too much is expected of the man that's just got a normal job and has got to keep a roof over his own head and maybe other children. So there really does need to be something done.
I do have to butt in with the other children, though. If they're not his children...
No, I mean if they're his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't agree with this whole thing. People are telling me that their child's maintenance is being reduced because the father's living with stepkids. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, absolutely.
But those children have child maintenance of their father.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't then ripple effect into another child. No. That's completely unfair.
If it's his own kids, which a lot of my friends have gone on to have new families and things like that. But that's not to say don't forget the ones you had first, just because you've decided. Don't think I'm for 1 minute saying that that's right. But
and I think there's some people as well that say, you know, they pay for their child, but then they're not allowed to see them. There's that aspect as well. Do you know what's wild as well? In order to, you have to kind of have money to start the court process to really get, and it shouldn't be like that because the people that are using the CMS are using it because they have no other choice.
They need it.
I do think passports need to be brought into it, where if you're not paying your child maintenance, you can't fly. How can you go away on holiday if you can't afford your child maintenance? Explain that one to me, please.
I know.
Everyone goes, well, you know, they might have said they didn't want the child. And it goes back to Nadia's point of you made your choice when you didn't use contraception. That's your choice right there. So they did have a choice.
They did, and that's all right. That's such a get out, isn't it? Oh, I didn't want it. I didn't want the speeding fine I got the other day, but you know what? I've got to take it. Like, I didn't want it.
As if you'd ever get a speeding fine.
No, but you get
you
what
have to
I mean.
actually put your foot on an accelerator to do that, Lisa.
What, go over 30?
Honestly. Lisa literally snails around.
I do now in my old age. I used to be such a nutter. I've really matured. I'm so grown up
like
now.
A fine wine.
I'm so grown up. Speeding fine, baby.
It's all much of a likeness.
It's all the same.
There's so much that goes into paying for a child. All their clubs.
Oh my God.
There are people who
It's
pay
a
for their
joke.
school lunches. Like, for instance, swimming, right? I'm a big believer that swimming for every child is a necessity. It's a safety, okay? If a
100%.
child can learn to swim, that could save a life.
Yeah, million
Right?
percent. It's not just a fun thing, is it? It's, something they need.
Yeah, and it's expensive.
Yeah.
Swimming lessons are expensive, and they don't just get swimming like that. So they have to keep going to these lessons.
You can't step out your front door
No.
without having to. I always look, I don't know if anyone else does that, but my kids' treat was the cinema. Like, we loved it. On a Sunday, we would go to the cinema. But it would be me with 2 kids by the time, and I know people say, oh, you buy sweets from somewhere else, but it is the whole, and I understand
experience,
that,
you mean.
but it is the whole experience. The popcorn in the cinema tastes better, the hot
So
dogs.
much different.
They just do, and we
Not
all
the
want to
hot
give our
dogs.
kids that, don't we? You're so vegetarian. But that was an expensive afternoon out. I would think, oh my Christ, Pamela.
What did it used to be back then? Like, not even being like...
No, I know. 60, 70 pounds for the 3 of us.
I'm not joking. When I last looked, and that's not even recent, because when COVID hit, I think everybody just stopped going to the cinema. It must have been about £12 a ticket before COVID.
Yeah, by the time you've bought
It's
your
probably
tickets.
£20 a ticket now.
Oh God, it.
Are you done today?
I'm really got ants in my pants.
I'm just like this. And the poor microphone.
Yeah, but yeah, it is. It's such a lot to be on one person.
It's loads. And obviously then you want to do it for them because you want to
you
give them
do.
that.
Yeah, and you don't want your kids with the stigma that they
Where they missed out.
they can't do it because. So you do. It's hard. It is really hard out there.
Like, this sounds kind of... I mean, not many people are going to be able to relate to this story, and I'm aware of that, but I might as well tell it. It's like when Cairo says to me, Mum, when are we going to Dubai? Like, if I wouldn't be able to get him there, I would feel awful.
Yeah,
And then I'd probably work super, super duper hard to try and get him there. And
because that's your thing and your standard. I know what you say. Someone is. We both know there's going to be written Dubai. Take him to Butlins. We know that's coming.
No, but and don't get me wrong, I do
and
love all those. Not maybe, but I mean, I've never been Butlins, but
I have. I lived in.
I went in Butlins when I was younger, but I don't know if I'm a fan anymore.
No, I'm not a fan because I
It's
don't
changed.
Like, yeah.
But then one of my friends said it was actually really fun.
Yeah.
But then I think it's just ripping off the Band-Aid. I don't know. I get really like.
Yeah, and that's just different. But what my point was, Lauren, your standard is Dubai. That's what Cairo's used to.
Yeah.
And that's not in being in any way detrimental, but I'm just saying that is your lifestyle and that's what he's used to.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you know my advice to that?
What?
You're not going to like it.
What?
You need to go on a caravan holiday.
We've done that.
What's the New Forest?
No, but I don't want to do the New Forest.
I'm coming.
No, okay.
It's the best place. They're my childhood memories.
My
and they're
childhood memories are Wales.
Yeah.
In a caravan for
Yeah.
like
And they're the
6
best
weeks
holidays.
in the summer.
Yeah, best holidays.
Love them. He would love it.
Oh, he would love.
He would adore it.
Yeah, he
so
would.
would she.
Yeah.
He doesn't really care, does he, Cairo? He
Kids
will
don't care
no.
really. If we're really honest,
No,
and
as long as they're
being-
just with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
kids just want to have fun, don't
Mm.
they? That as long as you go for your walks, they just want your time
Yeah.
more than anything else.
That's so true.
And ice cream
Yeah. Don't.
and donuts.
You and donuts. When he said to me the other day, Mum, have you brought me a donut? I said, no.
No, but thank God I'm here. That's all I can say.
Have you brought him a donut?
No, but I bought him a magazine. I bought him a magazine and some football cards.
Gone on a tangent, by the way, but you've now gone on this
Football
football.
cards.
He loves them, doesn't he? Do you
Yeah.
want to tell everyone what the...
Oh, God. This isn't even... this is the complete truth. So I bought Cairo.
Wait. Why'd you say complete truth like we say anything else?
Because I think we get called liars quite a bit.
I don't give a shit. I'm not.
No, I'm not. And I bought Cairo. I used to buy it for Harley. So when I saw it straight away, obviously, I thought I've got to get this for Cairo. And it's the Euros 2025 football.
Were they?
magazine, football cards and the special edition and all of them things. Anyway, when he come home from school, I gave it to him, and I kid you not, I'm going to let you guys guess what was the fucking first card that he pulled out. Yes.
You couldn't have literally...
Couldn't have written it.
Honestly.
And I didn't know. You don't know who's in them cards. If anyone knows about football cards, it doesn't say on the outside. You know, it just, the cards are in there. His little face, he said, "Oh, my dad." And I'm like, "Oh, yay." Thinking great, Lisa.
I'm thinking...
But it was so
shriek that
cute.
came out of his mouth with excitement.
So cute, but you couldn't have written it. You really couldn't. But yeah, so he collects.
And guess where he's
cards.
put him in his books? He's got a football card book. You know, that kind of cellophane one with all the little pockets.
So love that.
Where do you think he's put him?
At the front. Of course. And so he should.
There wasn't one of me, of course. Obviously, that would have gone first.
No, but it's football and that's really cute. Really cute.
Wow. So he's got his own little football book now.
Yeah, it's
and now he's like
lovely.
slotting them in. He looks after them really well as well.
Yeah, he does.
He's got those stickers, didn't he, from the Euro ones? I think he wants to put those in there, but he's so cute. This boy lives, breathes football every day, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
No, but
He
like
does.
something I've never seen before.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I'm just miles off it and it's just a boy thing, because obviously I don't have any other boys.
No, well, Harley loved football much more than boxing.
Yeah.
But, and we did breathe, eat, sleep football for a while,
Yeah.
but Cairo is another level.
Is he? Because I
Yeah.
do feel like he isn't, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking to myself, is it just me thinking
No, he's
that?
constant. Like, as much as I can't wait to see him, I'm also dreading. Right, Lisa, I'm France and you're Arsenal. I don't know where this comes from.
Well, I keep telling him the countries have to stay with the
I
countries.
know, I love him for that though. So yeah, he's France and I'll be Arsenal for the next
he knows
for the
you
next
like
foreseeable
Arsenal.
future if no one can find me. And I'm like, oh God, give me a break.
Can you imagine me? I'll be trying to make dinner. But mum, please just play football for like
Yeah,
1
he
minute.
is constant.
I'm like, please, Cairo.
Which, actually, on the subject we're talking about, that's another thing. You know, if your child is good at sport or is obsessed with sport, it costs to do them things.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, let's take this to
And all the clothing
the
with
kits, the football boots, the time.
Did I tell you that I bought
it's
him
never
shin pads
ending.
and he ate them?
Pardon?
He didn't like.
Sorry, what? Who ate the shin pads?
He didn't eat them all. 'Cause obviously but he's got a thing with biting foam or whatever it is, and then chewing it and spitting it out.
What, Cairo?
Yeah.
Oh no, he didn't do
I
that.
literally saw his shin pads and they looked like cheese.
You went mad, didn't you?
I went mad.
Look like what? Cheese? Not funny. Did you go mad? I know you went mad.
I went mad.
Yeah.
I say you need to I said to him, you need to look after your stuff.
You know
like,
what?
you can't be doing this.
ADHD.
Is that what it is? What with that? Why?
I bet he didn't even realise he'd done it.
Well, no, actually. Weird that you just said that. No, stop.
No.
Stop.
Harley.
No, enough, because you give me anxiety every time and then you go, Harley, and then I go...
Harley's ADHD. I think we all know that. And I remember one day I'd bought these cushions and they were covered in sequins. That was the thing at the time before she... Look at her giving me... I haven't got them now, my ads. Some of you may remember the cushions covered in sequins. Anyway, he's sitting... Fuck off, Lauren. He's sitting at
Can I just say, she does interior design.
I'm really good at it as well.
Secret.
No, but he was about 5, yeah? So we're going back 22 years.
Let me get
When
my-
sequin cushions were a thing. You finished?
I can't get over it because I'm imagining.
So-
and I bet when you move it the other way...
Yeah, that's it. You go like that, you go like that.
Oh, God.
So Harley had come in from school and he's at the table, sitting down on the sofa watching
Right.
telly. And I've left him there quite happy while I go and make him something to eat.
Okay.
When I came back, I've gone, Harley, what the... And he's like, what? A whole square of the cushion all the sequins had gone. While he was watching telly, he had just unpicked them like this, but he genuinely didn't know he'd done it. It was just something to do with his ADHD. He was so sorry.
Square.
Well, I don't know if it was perfect, but it was like he'd sat and done this while being engrossed in the telly.
He did you a favour.
And I loved them fucking cushions.
What colour were they?
Silver. Actually, pewter.
Excuse me?
Pewter.
What's that?
Anyway, that's between a gold
grey?
and a silver, yeah.
Well, anyway, well done, Harley, for getting rid of them cushions.
Yeah. But I mean, I bet Cairo didn't think, right, let me do... I know he didn't.
He bites his muzzies. He puts holes all in his muzzies. He's like got a thing
And
with
he
his...
probably doesn't even realise he's doing it. Do you think?
I don't know, because I saw like a bit of black foam and I went to him, what's that, Cairo? And he went, I don't know. And I said, you sure you don't know? He went, yeah. And he'd been underneath a blanket. And then I went to lift up the blanket and there was this...
Oh, he did know.
Yeah, cool. He did know.
He did
that
know.
boy knows everything.
Yeah, he did know.
He wasn't just sat there in a trance. No.
No,
That boy
he
was,
knew.
Yeah, he was... Don't know why he was chowing down on it. But anyway, so I said to him, don't do that again.
Yeah.
Because you've got to respect and appreciate your items. I said, because I'm only going to get you one more. And if you do it again, that's it.
And I'll have to get them.
No. So no, you've got to learn a lesson somewhere. To appreciate things. I had to appreciate things when I was growing up. I had to do the ironing for pocket money and stuff and actually do like chores, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. I hoovered. My job was to hoover every night.
I think, well, Kyra actually does help and stuff. He does actually hoover. But I feel as though you've got to, you've got to work to show them.
And your keep.
Yeah, not earn your keep.
No, I know,
what
but
I mean? You've got to
yeah.
appreciate things.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's just a little insight into what happened with the shin pads. But yeah, back onto you have to buy kits. If a child does gymnastics, you've got to buy the license for gymnastics. Then you've got gymnastics
Such a lot.
lessons, and the outfits are not cheap for gymnastics.
Same as girls, if dancing's their thing.
Have you seen the dancing outfits?
Yeah, Layla
that
done
used to cost
dancing.
Me £400, not me, my mum and my dad.
Yeah.
But when I was whatever age I was, I did the competitive dancing. £400 or £500 for them sequin tutu outfits. It's crazy.
God, have you got a picture?
I've got the outfit still.
Oh, please put it on.
Absolutely not.
Come on, Lauren, don't be boring.
Are you having a laugh?
We'll
And it's
put the
orange as well. I don't know where the we is, but I
we will
won't be.
put the outfits on. No, come on, put it
It's
on.
got a gold tutu. It's still
I'm
at my
gonna get her in
mum's.
it.
No joke, because I thought to myself, if I have a child,
What, you're keeping it?
100% that.
What do you mean if you have a child? You've
Well,
had
I've
two.
got a child now. Now Kanara, if she wants to dance, I've got a perfect
Might be
outfit for
Cairo.
her.
You don't know these days.
My son. will not be
All
doing
I
that
know
dancing.
is I am going to get Lauren in that orange dance
I
outfit.
won't fit in that outfit anymore, babe.
We'll push you in.
I've had 2 kids.
I'll probably get in it, won't I?
No, it will not even fit you. Have you? And it's got like little calf things, like Gladiator.
Come on.
Honestly, it had the full shebang.
Right, let's get it.
No. I think it even had a feather. Have you seen the dancers? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'll get like a little insert so you can see what sort of outfit. I'm not putting it on, guys, sorry.
You used to be fun. What's happened?
I won't fit into it. I will
We
be a
will
laughing.
get you in it. You'll be a laughing stock.
be a laughing more
We
than
will
I am
get
already.
you in it by hook or by crook.
No, I mean it. It's not happening.
Well, it'll be fun trying.
No.
All right. Now I'm trying to put her dance outfit on from 2020,
Well, keep going.
2020, from 2004.
I don't even know when it was, but it was really, 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 when I was really young, probably like 13, 14 years old.
No, well,
That's a good 20 years.
we'll try. So, but that is, again, that's another cost.
Another cost, yeah.
And you don't get help with that, do you? There isn't, it's not like if you're a
government
single
thing,
parent,
yeah, they get
and my
discount.
daughter's really great at dancing or drama or all them, there is no help.
No,
And
it's if they want to do it, then you've got to pay
Yeah.
for it. And then
Yeah.
that is why people say, and people be like, what do you mean? But that is why people say that football is a poor man's sport. Because you just go outside on the grass, and grassroots is a little, like, not too much money a year.
Yeah.
But also back in the day, I think they just used to create their own teams and it'd be a free
yeah,
kind of
free
sport.
for all,
Do you know what I
wasn't
mean?
it?
It's a free
yeah,
sport.
yeah.
everyone just muck in. But
You can go and play it on any field, can't you?
I thought
It's
you
like,
literally looked at me like you can go and play it as in, right, that's what you're going to get me to do next.
we're getting you in a football kit. We're getting in a football
Did I
kit.
not tell you what happened to me the other day?
No.
I played with the kids and then a dad joined in because when Kara's like, mummy, come on, like, you be on my team. I don't want to be like, no, do you know what I mean? Because I'm the only one that's around. So I'll get up and I'll muck in. Anyway, I'm on this field. It's really muddy. I've completely gone in for this tackle, but the dad's come in as well. So he's got me and I've completely slid on the floor, mud going all the way up my jeans.
Oh, you're so competitive. Like, just take a step back, will you?
Kara was really proud of me. I did so
I bet
well.
he was.
Honestly.
I'm going to ask him about the slide tackle.
Honestly, the mud on the jeans was not the one. I thought, God, I've got that washing to do now. But anyway, it was a bit embarrassing, to say the least, but it was all part of the fun and games.
Yeah, we don't mind.
No, we don't mind that embarrassment, just not the dancing tutu embarrassment.
Yeah, we'll go with
different
it.
levels.
But it is, Lauren, isn't it? It all costs money. It's awful, isn't it? Everything in life.
But I think I've seen comments where it's like, oh, no, because they'll just then spend it on their hair and nails. Like, charms would be a fine thing.
Oh, I know.
Like, what are they
I
about?
remember, it might be Layla's dad said something. No, I'm not giving money. She'll spend it on herself. Right. I don't know if I give that impression, but I so wouldn't.
I remember one time Kyle said to me, like, he wanted to give me extra because he appreciates the fact of what I do for
What
the
you
kids
do, yeah.
outside of him being around all the time. Do you know what I mean? He was like, I appreciate that, and that's like a thank you from me to you type thing. And it was probably one of the times where I felt like, okay, he actually understands what I do for our children.
Yeah. As we're talking, Lauren, when I received my maintenance for Harley, I was so downtrodden, so made to feel nothing and all them things that every time that maintenance hit my bank account, and Harley will vouch for this because he remembers, so the minute that maintenance came, I would buy him clothes, take him to Euro Disney, go to Legoland, go to Chessington, like all that money went on Harley. And don't ask me why, it was almost like a guilt thing, like that just had to go on Harley. I didn't matter. Does that make sense? Because I'd been made to feel so irrelevant, unheard, unseen, all them things. I just spent it all on Harley.
I can totally relate to that.
And when people would say, oh, I bet she spends it, I thought, you couldn't be further from the truth. And Harley will say, Mum, we've got photos of everything. We used to do this, that. And it was because I would pay for the food, the this, the that, the bills. But the money Nigel gave, I would just treat him. I wouldn't even take a penny of it.
That's quite nice though. But
that's the truth. But it's not right.
No, it's not.
Because I'm the mum and I ultimately need to eat and all them things.
No, of course. And all your money's going on you and him. And then obviously, and I think a few people have got into arguments in the comment section on my page, which I don't really like about in terms of this conversation. I get people have opinions, but when it comes down to the law, child maintenance, bills are in that. Because a child will increase your heating, increase your electricity, increase your water, increase things from what one person would usually take.
Well, let's talk about the school run, how much petrol you need to put in your car.
Let's not talk about that. That's you don't have no idea how much
the
my
petrol, the wear and tear on your car. You are doing all them things and they cost money.
Oh, does it? I'm not joking you. I'm going to say that it's doubled since Cairo's gone to the school he has, because it is so many miles one way and the other way, and the amount of times you got to I'm shocked at how much fuel, and then obviously the wear and tear, that's a whole other thing, isn't it?
Of course it is. Tyres, because you're driving constantly and it is never ending.
It is, and I think people forget that. I just feel like everything needs to be taken into consideration. Like when you do a Schedule 1, and I understand, say you apply to the CMS, why should it be that the paying parent will say one thing and that's taken as gospel until the other person proves otherwise? Like, no, that other person that's a receiving parent probably doesn't have the time to be doing this, probably gets stressed out by it, probably is a single parent. So the person who's a paying parent who's saying that whatever their circumstances are, I feel that they should back that up with evidence. It should be on them.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it?
Yeah, I know exactly what you
Like,
mean.
if you're saying that, cool, show me that that's the case. Also, I do feel as though lifestyle needs to be taken into consideration. Like, if you've got mortgage payments of X, how are you paying for those if you're then self-employed or owner of a limited company
Also,
and you're, getting £50 a week salary?
Yeah, the assets
Yeah, assets.
thing. My son's dad had lots of assets, but because
car.
he didn't have, he actually sold his Rolls Royce to buy our house.
Wow. So that's the thing, like, people go, oh, my...
So one of his cars
bought a whole house.
paid our whole house.
Yeah, exactly.
What a shame that a third party has to decide what's right, that we...
The best for their child. That
It's
they've made
sad
together.
that not two people have the same interest.
That's also a good point, that because it's ultimately at one point they felt a type of way because they created a child, and then their same interest isn't their child.
Yeah,
It's
really sad.
mostly, and I can't say it for everyone, but mostly the paying parent mostly cares about themselves, because if they didn't and they've gone through the CMS system, if they didn't, they would sort it out privately and try their best and try and be as open and honest with the other person as they could. Like, say they could only pay, I don't know, say £300 a month, but if they were willing to show the other parent, like, this is how much I get, look, this is,
Yeah.
and they saw that lifestyle matched up, then I think that they wouldn't be so angry, or they'd understand and appreciate that. It needs a complete
It does
revamp.
it does. For everyone. Like, let's
It's so
stress that for
unfair.
mums and dads.
But for both parties, like, it does not work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, because I know I've already said this and I'm repeating to a point, but, I've got friends that they are struggling to pay what they're told to pay, but then they've got friends who've got twice as much money as them that aren't even
paying.
scratching the surface. Yeah. It's fucked.
It is so fucked.
Hasn't it been worked out how much it costs to raise a child from 0 to 18?
I'm in shock. Is because it comes up with a couple and a lone parent, which is really interesting, because for a couple it's cheaper, but everyone always goes on about a single parent getting the benefits of, like, discounts and this and that.
Do they mean each or not?
No. Nope. So the cost of raising a child to 18 is £166,000 for a couple and £220,000 for a lone parent.
Yeah, I did think it was in hundreds of thousands.
So I think we wanted to also touch on schooling, the school system, don't we? Because I saw a post and I put it on my story, and it was saying something like, schools won't accept you saying that you're ill or sick for even period pains. And they still expect you to come in.
Yeah. I remember with my daughter, she suffered such a lot. I remember calling up and saying, Layla won't be in today. What's the problem? I said, really bad period pains. And they'd be like, just give her some paracetamol and bring her in. Pum?
I'd have to say it's...
Sorry, no, I'll say it again. She's not coming in.
Yeah.
She's got period pains. But they don't actually class, well, they didn't when Layla was at school, period pains as a problem.
Clearly they still don't now.
Yeah, did you say you saw it recently?
It was written down saying they won't accept period pains. Like, I'm sorry, from someone who's got endometriosis, let me tell you now.
Have you though?
Oi.
Have you?
Diagnosed, had...
I'm joking.
I don't even know if I've had 2 or 3 operations as this
I'm
being...
joking.
But yeah.
No, it's brutal. It's brutal.
It's brutal. And I'm telling you now, there would be times where I would be hugging my toilet on the cold tiles because I needed the cold, but then I needed my hot water bottle. It's the most weirdest thing. I can't explain it, really.
Endometriosis, the pain, or the period pains like labour pains?
I was wondering what you're going to say then. I'd say they're like, the contractions you get. So I didn't know I was in labour with Cairo.
Why? Because you suffered.
So used to those pains.
I certainly know I was in labour with Harley.
Really? I got to 6 centimetres without having a clue.
I got to 1. My God.
With Kanara, I had to have my waters popped.
Yeah, neither times my waters broke. Had to have them.
Her movement kept reducing.
So they wanted to get her out quickly.
Well, they just said, like, because I was dilated as well. I was dilated by 2 centimetres. Remember, I kept saying to you, I'm gonna have this baby early.
Yeah, you did.
I was having contractions and everything, wasn't I?
Yes.
So weird.
And they were a weird person, aren't you?
How is that weird,
You
guys?
are just weird. So you're running around Tesco's, Lauren. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm in Tesco's. I think I'm 2 centimetres dilated. I'm like, do you know, the minute I was in the hospital with my TENS machine.
I can imagine.
And do you know what I said? I'm not going home. I'm not going home till I've had this baby. That was Harley. I was there 48 hours trying to get that head out. Have you seen his head? Have you seen Harley's head?
Yeah, and I'm imagining all sorts of weirdness.
Don't imagine it.
Well,
like,
I told you I got intrusive thoughts, and now you're doing this to me.
Yeah, it was awful.
Kai's also got a bit of a... Not like Harley's, though.
That's my son you're talking about.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about his head. I couldn't imagine pushing that out.
No, well, don't. I can't imagine you imagining pushing my son's head out.
It's all getting a bit weird.
It's all gone wrong, this whole conversation.
Yeah, I know my body, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew I had something wrong with me in terms...
Well, we all know you got something wrong with you. She knew she had something wrong.
I was going to say, with like my period pains and endometriosis, but I just knew that sentence
Just knew you had something wrong with you.
going to kill me off.
She knew.
Still do.
She still has, still got endometriosis, still got something wrong with her.
Yeah, still there. But if Kanara came back and said, oh, they won't let me leave or whatever because of period pains, I'd be... believe I'd be marching in that school, letting them have it as well.
100%. I wouldn't listen. Like, I certainly didn't send my daughter to school.
I had DMs saying, I think people think that the school have more parental rights than the parents or something like that. And I thought, well, I'd be telling them straight.
Well, I'll tell you what, when they asked me for proof that she had...
They asked
for proof.
They asked you as in the
that
parent.
she has problems with her periods.
It sounds awful, but I'd then say, sorry, so do you not believe me?
Yeah, but you have to get a doctor's note. You have to get a doctor's note.
I understand if they'd spoken to the child, but not speaking to the parent.
Yeah.
Like, no, what I say goes. Mm-hmm. Did you even know that if you don't want your child to attend school, you just don't have to agree to their terms and conditions and you withdraw your consent? You probably don't know that, do you?
No.
Yeah, there's a whole world to do with it. But, like, you don't have to agree to their terms and conditions. Obviously, with a private school, when you sign up, you're agreeing to their terms and conditions. But at any point, you could turn around and say, I don't agree with this clause of your terms and conditions.
And that's it. They don't have to.
Like, if they want to continue taking your payment and your service, then that part, as long as it's in writing, that part's taken out.
When Harley was younger, homeschooling wasn't really a thing.
I love the idea. I really do.
I don't.
You don't, I know, but I don't think you know. I think if you knew more about it, you'd be all over it. Because you know what? Homeschooling would have suited someone like Harley a lot.
Yeah.
More than what you think.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like, I see parents with homeschooling and it's amazing. Their children are so independent, but so independently
But you know, Harley would have taken himself out.
Taken himself out of what? There's a homeschooling parent, her child's very, intuitive and goes out and works it out for herself. They do like baking. I think actually Harley would have loved it.
He probably would. You're saying that,
all the things that he loves to do. Because you channel into something that is very child-led.
Yeah.
So you channel into something that child's good at rather than just having them learn things they're not good at and they don't want to learn.
I think you've said definitely what you've just said, Lauren, because he couldn't sit in a classroom with a subject he wasn't interested in. He wasn't just being naughty. If he liked the subject, he'd engage. So you're right. It probably would have...
Yeah. I would love to, honestly. I don't know if maybe the future I will, but at the moment, his school, I've explained about the fact that I like certain things to be child-led, and that is actually happening at the moment in the school that he's in, but that can cater to that, and it's very woodlandsy.
Wouldn't it be nice sometimes to know what you know now and have your time again?
In what sense?
Well, I'm just maybe I didn't have that option with Harley, but you know, the homeschooling, talking about it now, I'm envisioning, do you know what, that would have worked better for him. Probably not me. I would have probably...
Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard.
It's got to work for the parent as well, hasn't
Yeah, because
it?
some people, obviously, if people aren't working from home, the thing is, my friend, when she's working, she's teaching the kids about her business. So she owns a shop, right?
Oh,
so
wow.
she's teaching them how to do stock.
So really, it's more life skills
Yes.
which is what
You need.
kids need.
Not even kids, we all need it.
We all need, but I mean, as kids,
I could have
we're
done
not
with some of them.
taught, are we? My life skills are great. We're not taught anything like that, are we?
It's like they don't-
And people skills and things like
They
that.
call it conspiracy, but it's like they don't want you to know any of it.
Yeah.
Because then you're more independent and you're more entrepreneurial than just being a worker bee. Mm-hmm. That's what they say, don't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it fascinates me personally.
So, if you had your time again,
Would I homeschool?
just in general, if you had your time again knowing what you know now,
I would
is there anything you would have done differently?
a lot, Lise.
Okay.
You?
A lot.
Really?
We'll leave it at that.
For now, we'll leave it
For
at
now,
that.
we'll leave it at that.
But a lot.
You definitely live and learn, don't you? That's such a true statement.
think-
We all live and learn.
We all live and learn, but I think also sometimes, like, I'm one of them people that I try to see the best in people all the time, which I think you're like as well.
I do, but I can read a room in 10 seconds
You're
flat.
way better than me at that.
I can read a room.
I'll go to Lisa, what do you think about this? And she's like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, stay clear.
Yeah.
I am grateful for you for that, because I don't really have anyone around me apart from you that can really read a room as you do.
I do read a room. I've not got a lot of qualities, so that's definitely one of them.
It's a good quality, mind.
Yeah.
You do have many qualities.
I do.
She can't stick on eyelashes, though. That is one thing she
I can't
do.
stick on anything. I do have very good qualities.
Yeah, stop putting yourself down.
Yeah, I've got loads of good qualities.
We're going to teach you how to do banana bread later, aren't we?
Yeah, I can't wait for that. I'm going to learn to cook.
Well, let's not take it too far.
All right, I'm going to learn to make let's not get over the top. I'm going to learn to make banana bread. I love banana bread
Babe,
as well.
my banana bread.
Well, how's mine going to be? Because it won't be yours. It'll be mine.
No, I'll be there with you. It'll be hours.
Our banana bread.
It's going to be epic, trust me.
Can't wait. Actually can't
I'm
wait.
actually getting hungry thinking about it.
Starving. I've only had a biscuit since I got here
I
at
haven't had anything.
11 o'clock.
Don't try and make it I don't feed you. What?
Been here since 11. Not a morsel has passed my lips. I want to ask you a question. If there was any reality show you could do right now, not
Right
next
now.
year, not right now, if someone said, right, you can do a reality show right now, but you can only pick one, what would it be? And why?
The Jungle.
Really?
What would you say?
Strictly Come Dancing.
Really?
Yes. I tried to get Harley on it. I'm obsessed with it.
Ridiculous.
Sorry, Harley.
I'm sorry, but him in leggings, are you fucking alright?
I mean, with them legs. His legs are so big as well. That's one thing Harley.
No, stop with the intrusive thoughts again.
Imagine him in tights. No, mine would be Strictly. Yours would be The Jungle. That would be my worst, The Jungle.
It'd be my worst, but I just feel like now you said Strictly.
No, but I would put you on The Jungle. I've said this to you before. For me, you need to be in The Jungle.
No, I don't need. Stop doing this to me again.
You do.
need to have a baby. You need to put
Not
on your
in the
dancing
jungle.
outfit. You now need to be in the
Not
jungle.
a baby in the jungle. No, I actually think if you said pick a reality show for me, first of all, right now, I would pick The Jungle.
I know what you mean by Strictly.
Do you know why I think The Jungle for you?
Go on.
You do get lots of hate, which we're all quite open about. There would be
We're all
quite open about your hate campaign. But there would be so many phone calls for you to do the tasks that the ratings would go through the roof.
Again, I just feel as though
No,
you
it'd be
want
brilliant.
me to just.
No.
No.
No. they'd get to see the other side of you as well. The public would get to see the other side of you. For me,
Panicked.
I would choose celebs. No, I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here for you. Right now, at this point in time, what would you choose for me? Obviously not a celeb because I'm not a celeb, but what reality show?
Reality though.
Yeah.
Reality. I know which one I'd love to see you do, but it's not really reality, but it's more...
Go on for the laugh. Honestly, I'm just a walking joke. Go on, what would it be?
MasterChef.
Fuck off, Lauren. MasterChef. Anyone that knows me that is watching would just have spat their tea out.
Honestly, you probably would give them...
No, I can't. They won't even...
Judges. You'd probably give them food poisoning.
Well, I would. So there's just absolutely no point. Can you choose me a good one, please?
You'd make brilliant TV, Lisa.
Yeah, I'd make brilliant TV, but
Not a
they'd all
dish.
have the
Not a
shit.
dish.
Can we please find me something that I'd be suitable
Even
for?
Bake Off. I'm imagining what you'd present.
God, I'm still talking about food. I can't cook. What else can we put me on?
Oh gosh. Dancing on ice.
No, I'm scared of heights.
Huh?
They
Dancing
lift
on
you in the
ice?
air, Lauren. There's too
It's like
many.
the skates are only this.
Yeah. Oh no, them skates are far too high. No, all that picking
They
up.
do that in Strictly Come Dancing.
No, it's not the same. I can't be on them
It is the
blades.
same.
No, them blades, they just keep spinning you, and I
You
absolutely
said
would
no
be
now,
sick.
so that's 3 of mine. Okay. Oh, I know one. I know one. I would actually like to see you in Celebrity Big Brother, The House.
Yes.
Do you want to know why?
Go on.
Because you're such a lovely person
Thank you.
and you're fucking hilarious.
I am fucking hilarious.
You are, and you're so loyal. And I just think that everyone needs a Lisa. So
In
like
the house.
Well, just in general, in their
Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all Lisas.
No.
This Lisa.
Yeah, definitely not all Lisas, but this one sitting here.
Yeah. Like, if you were in the house, I just feel like you'd be everyone's go-to.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, everyone would just warm to you. You probably hear so many secrets and you'd have to keep them all.
This is the
But you're
thing.
really good at keeping secrets.
I'm so good at.
You're
no
like-
one would ever know anything I've been told, and everyone says that about me. And that's one thing, I do get told everything. Sometimes I think, la 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 la, I don't want to know that, but it's too late. But yeah,
You are really good with that.
I will keep stum.
Yeah, you'd be amazing. And
Yeah.
then it'd be really funny, obviously, from a TV aspect, for everyone to come to you and to tell you their little info, and then for you just to go about life like you've not been told a
Not
thing.
been told anything.
Yeah. I just think, you'd be great, because I don't know if I'd do well on something like Celebrity Big Brother, because I get really irritated by people easily.
I think with something like yours would be Celebrity Big Brother, it would be good for people to see you. And you have got a short fuse. I sometimes I think, Lauren, chill. But that's good entertainment. No, I'm being real. And then you will, if you're told chill, you have to think about it, and then you're like, okay.
I shouldn't have done that, yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I have like a short, I don't have like a, I don't have
You've got a
patience.
short fuse,
Yeah.
but you're also quite
The kids have made that definitely more.
diplomatic. You could say to, hold on, Lauren, that's not fair. And you'll think, "No, actually, you're right."
Yeah.
So I think you would be very, very entertaining. I think it would be good. But my first and foremost is I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Yeah, I actually would have.
Because you'd be up for the challenges. I know you
be.
would. I wouldn't.
Not the eating things though. You know, I'm like.
No, but I
it's just
wouldn't
so
even get on that
pitiful right
helicopter in the first place. Like,
you?
no, I wouldn't arrive. It's like, Lisa's coming. She's just coming, and I would.
What about the canoe?
Nowhere.
No.
No,
Lise, no helicopter, no canoe.
no.
Are you getting a plane?
I can't arrive there. That's the thing.
You'd get in a plane.
Also,
What?
I don't think I ought to touch down in Australia. Do you?
Are they still living there?
Yes.
Mate, Australia.
I don't think I'm welcome in Australia
he
somehow.
doesn't rule Australia. Come off that.
Nigel was in the
The
jungle.
Australian one.
Yeah, and I have a story about that for another time.
We've already done that story. You just
Have we?
remember the episodes we haven't got. Wait, so let me get this straight. You would get on a plane to go on holiday, but you wouldn't get in a helicopter.
You have to jump out that helicopter.
Yeah, but you said you wouldn't get in the helicopter to begin with. Would you get in it?
Yeah, as long as I haven't got to jump out, but they push you. So no, I'm not fucking getting in it. I'm not getting in it in the first place.
What about if you... And you won't get in a canoe?
No, do you know what I don't like? When it capsizes, you're stuck.
How are you stuck?
You can't just get out. You've got to get out of a canoe, haven't you?
No, what about the one where it's not where you have to get out? Is that a kayak?
Who arrives in a kayak?
It's the one where you're like with people, aren't you? And you have to be in a team.
Yeah, but you don't arrive in that.
Yeah, it crosses a lake and then you get onto the foot bit and then you have to do...
Yeah, but you have to get out the helicopter in the first place.
No, do you? All of you? No, there's 2 teams. One does a helicopter, drop out, and one does something else on foot.
Oh, I'll arrive on foot.
Okay, so you at least get there at least.
I'll get there.
We've already...
By hook or by foot. I'll get there. But I'm not jumping out a helicopter. If you had to choose rats or snakes.
Rats. As in like
to be in that, you know, when they...
Mate, are you joking? Over snakes?
I'd rather be with snakes than rats.
Shit. They get in an S, they're coming for you with their... And they're poisonous. Are
Them rats' tails make me sick.
Over a snake?
No, I can't talk about it. Can't talk about
Babe,
it.
and it'll bite you and then poisoning you.
So does a rat.
No, it doesn't.
Rats are poisonous. Are you joking me?
No, they're not.
Right. Rats are poisonous.
They're
Facts.
disgusting. They're like full of grossness.
No, they're poisonous. If they bite you, they give you rabies.
So are rats poisonous?
Rat
bite and scratches can result in disease and rat bite fever. That's not poison. A snake can bite you, you can die. Are you rethinking the
snakes
choice?
In I'm a Celeb are not poisonous.
Nigel nearly killed you. Snake. Rat or snake?
Rat.
Oh, that's killed me.
Not the one-eyed python.
Don't make me sick.
Don't make me sick.
What do
you want to be sick for?
Give me intrusive thoughts.
Oh, God, and me. Let's move on from that. Harley's got a story about that.
I don't want to hear it, please, God.
So we've covered quite a lot today. So by our next podcast, I will be able to cook. I'll probably be a chef in one of the hotels in London. I'm going to learn to cook. You will... What are you going to do? What's your goal before the next podcast? I'm learning to cook. What's yours?
That's because I'm teaching you.
So I'm still learning.
So my goal is to teach.
Oh, that's fair enough. So let's on our next podcast bring on the banana bread.
Babe, I'm gonna video us
Perfect.
doing this banana bread.
Yep.
I've got to charge these cameras up.
Let's do it. We'll see you next week. Won't we? We will.
But this is another thing. Everyone's saying to us they want more than weekly podcasts, which means you'll just end up living with me, which we know she can't
Give me a break. You wouldn't be able to cope with me.
I wouldn't, but also my court order doesn't allow it.
No. It doesn't matter because I don't want to live with you.
Right, Lee.
My kids aren't old enough for me to leave them yet.
Please, seriously, I can't.
They're not old enough.
Oh my gosh, when you were saying about when Cairo leaves, this is going to be you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because there was a meme on Instagram and it is when your adult son has left home and you don't speak to him for a couple of days and it's that song, I Miss You. And I said, this will be you because it's me. But I don't get a break from Harley. He calls me 42 times a day generally.
Yeah.
But I said to Lauren, you'll be exactly the same. She's like, no, because when he moves out, I'm moving with him.
Legit.
And that will happen.
If Cairo ever wanted to move out, and then we will just turn up there, me and Cairo are like, hi, son.
Yeah, we're here.
We're here.
Yeah.
Not leaving.
No, and that's how it should be.
Yeah, not leaving him.
Not leaving.
So his girlfriend will have to accept
you.
Accept us all.
Well, we're going to make banana bread.
We are. So we will see you for another episode next week on the Yours Sincerely pod. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. And we'll see you next week.
Bye. Our podcast is proudly sponsored by Tooth Club, the celebrity dentist specialising in composite bonding, Invisalign and implants. They offer monthly deals and you can spread the cost with monthly payments. With locations across Essex, Hertfordshire, Suffolk and Kent, they're easy to find. check them out on Instagram at Tooth Club UK.